Right, hello, and welcome back to Grimsby to Glory. This is episode 17 overall and at the start of season 2. Now, of course, we're going to be flying into the pre-season tournament. We won't be playing it, we'll be simming it. I'll show you which one I pick in about 2 seconds. But then we'll be flying into some signings. I'm going to probably try and get one game, first game of the season, played at the end of this episode. And we'll try and make some signings. I'm hoping for a left back, a right back, a striker and a centre back. That's 4 players. First, I'm going to say left back. I want a new starting left back. Then, I tried to sign some centre backs on pre-contract agreements, but I completely messed it up. I've still got them all on the shortlist, and we'll try and sign one of them in a minute, but I completely fluffed my lines on that one, and it went horribly wrong. But yeah, we'll try and sign them in a minute. But here are, of course, the pre-season tournaments. Invites. What one's got the most money? This one has, and it's the easiest one, apparently. You love to see it. We're in League 1 now. We're bringing in some more money. But yes, you saw the squad at the end. We've lost Glennon and we've lost Benson. Of course, I want to go and sign Benson. Forgot about that. Going to do that. Very first thing I'm going to do is re-sign Benson. So I suppose let's get into that. Straight in then to trying to sign Josh Benson back. I liked him and he played well. So, 64 valued at 600k. I don't know how much I have anymore. So, we're going to find out together here, aren't we? And it gives us a chance to have a quick look at our new look for League 1. We've gone with the club tracksuit, the chinos and some runners just for a bit of a change for this year. We'll do it every year, of course. Right, what deal do we want? I'm going to start Burnley off with a 580 and 20% sell-on clause. We've got bang up, add in that 6, we've got about 4 mil in the bank, so we should be able to get all these players done, which would be unbelievable. And they straight away go for it. You love that. Less than his value, sell-on clause works, let's sign a man. Straight in then to bring in Benson in to talk about how much money we're going to give him. Because you know what, and what squad role as well. I'm going to try with important, we're going to start with that. He'll take it, love that. He knows, see, he knows that he belongs in a Grimsby shirt. He looks weird in that Burnley shirt. He knows that this is where he belongs. Length of contract has got to be, of course, big up 5 years, he's only 20. We'll have him until he's 25, definitely. Yeah, of course they're going to accept it. I can see it in his eyes. He knows he's coming to play back for Burnley. He knows he loved it. We don't do release clauses around here, so we're going to offer him 4 grand 200k. Come on then, Benson. In you come. And he's happy with it. That's our first signing. Josh Benson. Welcome back to Grimsby Town, my friend. Right, after that Benson signing, the board have come and told me that we had 3.99 in the bank, so basically 4 mil. You're probably wondering where the animation of the budget was. Well, I didn't know, how much we had in the bank. Now I do, now I can do it. So we took 588 off the 399 and we've got, I can't do that maths in my head, I will do it afterwards. It's up there for you. But that leaves us with a decent bit of money, and I know that for a fact, to sign a left back, a centre back, a right back and a striker. Still need those 4 players, because I forgot obviously about signing Benson. But first, I see we've got a load of emails, you see we've got a load of emails. We're just going to move on and we're going to sim this first game against AC Horsens and see how it goes. Starting into the European International Cup, could do with winning it, getting a bit of bank in. 1-0 win, Vernon, great strike, I imagine. Good start, well done boys. Right, we've got a transfer offer for Cook then. After all those emails, none of them were this, I've skipped on a bit, and we've got a transfer for Jordan Cook. From the team we just beat, and you know what? They could probably do with him, I could do with a little bit of cash, so we'll let him go. I'm not going to use him. I'm trying to sign another striker. It's just not going to happen, is it? Now we've got a second game in the cup to sim. I'm not going to make any more signings until we've finished the pre-season tournament. So we may as well get through this quite quickly. 2-1 win. You love to see it. Second team out as well. Bit of red card there, but we won't worry about it. As you can see there then, Jordan Cook has gone to Horsens. We'll have to see it. 90 grand in a bank to add to the 3-point-something mil we had anyway. So there it is. Lovely stuff. We'll play the first team in this game to end out the group stage of the pre-season tournament. Against, who's that, Chindia? We actually lost. That's a shock. I didn't expect that. Vernon getting the goal again. Right, well, weird. Where does that leave us? I don't even know where that leaves us. It leaves us in the semi-finals. Against Horborough, we had 300 grand in, and Luke Hendry was the man who got the red card. Well, so, Horborough, sim it. Of course, same team. I feel like we might need a win, and the team could do with a bit of confidence. 1-0 win, lovely. Hessenhaller injury, not great. Not a great thing, but we have got Hewitt, we have got Clifton on a bench should we need them. Right, that's another 450 in the bank, and that's 6 weeks without Hessenhaller. He's probably going to miss the start of the season. That's not great. Not great at all. We'll manage without. We can do it. Don't worry about it. Into the final then against Grimsby, who are a German team. That's all I can tell you. From my Victoria Cologne save. Go back and have a look at that. Except don't watch the first few videos because they're horrendous because it was my first ever videos. Yes, we won it. The final. 2-1. We are champions. You'll have to see it of the pre-season tournament. Of course, it's not anything huge, but I'll take it where it comes. Let's have a look at a bit. Let's have a look at the money. Don't worry about the scouts. Tournament prize money. Another 540 in the bank. That'll take us nearly at 4 mil, I think. Of course, I'm not doing all the maths as we go along. I'll do the maths at the end and put it in the edit, but not bad. Right. I will have a look at those things and I'll get back to you when I'm going to make a signing. Right, I'm going to bring you back in here then with the budget, which we haven't looked at since Victoria Cologne. I will obviously put it up in the corner when I do stuff, but we got 4.6 million after winning 1.3, which was more than we got for finishing 6th in the league, by the way, in that pre-season tournament. And about a 10 grand wage budget. We can, you know, shimmy that around and see how it goes. But now I'm going to take you in to a left back signing, because it's about time we did one of these. Now I want to run through everyone here. I've got other people, obviously, than left backs and the thing. There's a centre back there. But Connor Wood up here because he's the first one. 5'10" is a good height with some good stats. He's a bit pacey, which I like. He's got good stamina, which I like. And he's relatively strong. And his crossing is very good as well. His defence can always be trained. He's only 24. He's got a bit to grow. And an early crosser trait is nice to see. Haynes then has got 3 traits. Lads, his stamina and speed are just as good. He's probably a bit more all-round. But, I mean, Wood is overall better. Williams, again, younger. Again, good athletical stamina. Technical, not as great. But no traits either. But again, 5'10", 6'21" though, so is a bit more expensive realistically. They're going to want more. Another big man with a massive throw, that's that trait, and a game face, which is unreal, is Nuhu, I don't know. Stamina and athletical, his physical stuff's unreal. And then his technical probably lets him down a bit. White 18, 63 overall was a bit poor. He's just on here for the laugh. Cohen Bramall as well, former Arsenal. Not really great, 24.65. Pierce is out of the price bracket. Look at that. 1.1 mil, probably a bit too much. Mason's an option. Again, good physical stats. But then again, his technical lets him quite down despite being 67 rated. Home Dennis, again, not too good. Potts, not either. And that he brings into strikers, which we'll come back to next episode. So I think I'm going to go with Gary's first option, and one that immediately I've scouted him and looking at him I quite like. I like for left backs stocky and quick, whereas like for the likes of Haynes, he's tall and lean and I'm not good with that. So left back, Connor Wood. Let's have a go. Yeah, being a bit cheeky here. That's our first offer. Hopefully they don't take too much offence to it and maybe they'll give it to us. Oh, no sell-on clause. That's always annoying. Always annoying. 900 grand, we're going to have to knock that down a little bit. Look, we'll go at 50 this time. I mean, look, I won't tell them. I'll pay the 900. But I would rather get it for less. Deal 900. We'll try one more at 875. And that'll be it. 875. Last attempt. 900,000. They're not gonna budge. They're just not gonna budge. We'll accept it. I said I'd pay it. I want to pay less than $1 million, so we'll do that. Let's see how this goes. Trying to sign him to a deal. Right, we've brought him in and he wants crucial, and to be fair, he's going to get crucial. Now his wages then, at 3 grand he's already on a lot more than our players would be. I think our most is Billy Clark on like 2.5. So 3 is a lot more, so I don't want to pay too much more than that. So I'm going to go 2. I'm going to try and see if he'll come for a drop. But with a signing bonus of 75 grand, because we've got the cash to spend but not the wage to spend. Let's hope that's not too much of an offence to him. And he takes it. Unbelievable negotiating skills from Fletcher Jet there. And we've got our new left back. Let's go and have a look at him then. Here he is then. Connor Wood. He gets his own number as well, which ain't too bad. Left back should be unbelievable with that sprint speed and that stamina. I think I got him on a good deal, you know. And you know what? What we've got now, a couple of days time, is the first game of the season against Bristol Rovers. And we'll go into the team for this one. Gotta be strong, gotta start well. The team for our first league game in League One then. I got as strong as I could. Of course, got Rose Oliveira at Vernon, Charles Cook in Cam, Clifton to replace Hessenhaler, Benson, Woods getting his debut, Pollock, Waterfall, Hendry, McKeown, captain. Fantastic in the sticks. something that I'm going to be glad to see is some new kits coming from the lads in League 1, Bristol Rovers. I like it, you know, I like it. Let's get into the game and hope we win. Alright then, Grimsby in League 1 now at Blundell Park. Let's get this underway and let's get a win in the first game. It's going to be harder this season, of course. I want promotion, of course, but I don't know how realistic that is. We shall see. Of course, I will try for promotion and see how we get on, really. Wood then straight into the tackle. You love it. Lost his man. Wood, can he get back? He's got the pace to catch Daly by the looks of it. Or maybe not. Daly's got the legs. Waterfall gets over. Doesn't reach the tackle. Pulled back. And we go 1-0 down 40 minutes in. Not a great start. Nothing much we could do about it, really. He'd outpaced us. Wood with a bit of a lapse of judgment on his first start. Not great. Right, let's get this one back. This has been probably a shambles of an episode. I'm not great at the start of talking of seasons. It's not my favourite thing. But hopefully, now that we're into the games, we can get going with this season and see how it become things we know it can be. And we're already back in Clifton, and it's back to 1-1. Grimsby do not lie down that easily. 1-1, lads. Gameplay is what we need. Let's go. Clifton grabbing a goal on his start. Oliveira getting an assist already. It's great times, great times. Wood with a switch out to Hendry. I like it. He plays it in for Benson. Plays it to Charles Cook. Clifton's got a bit of room. Goes towards the defence. Oliveira can't get it, but he gets it back. Off of Clifton. Good strike, great save. Wood stepping inside. Pollock for some reason has stepped out. Clifton, can he get the man? McKeown with a good save. Waterfall with a great tackle. No, did he get that ball? I don't know. Oh, this could be he could be in trouble here. He could be in trouble. And it's a red. He must not have got the ball. Last man sent off. Not a great start, is it? Not a great start at all. They've got to throw down the wing then. Burn them up against Leahy. No problems. Benson, Sercom in the middle. Hendry's not got there. They've already got through us. What a save. Can Wood get there? No, he can't. Fella coming in had much more of a run on it and was always going to get up higher than Wood. That is 2-1 Bristol Rovers, probably going into half-time at that score. Oh, half-time then. What is that? 2-1, man down? Not great. This is not a great start to life in League 1, I will say. You have to bring on centre-back now. I've sacrificed Charles Cook then. I've brought on Davis. It's unfortunate for Charles Cook to have to come off so early, the first game of the season, but when you get a red card, there's not much you can do about it. Go on the ball. Back out to Little down the wing. Clifton still out here. McKeown surely. How is that not? Thank God McKeown picked that up. He should have got it first time around, to be fair. Nichols on it. Rose gets a tackle in. Falls to them, of course it does. Oh, he plays it straight through. And it's 3-1. Oh, what a terrible start. What a terrible start. Only an hour in. I mean, I said we're only an hour in. That means there's time for us to get it back. So let's not give up. Rose on the ball. Let's see what we can do. Pollock has stepped back in with a good tackle. Solid. Solid. And you know what? He's driving. I haven't seen this from Pollock before. But he's gone. He's absolutely gone. He's beaten Davis as well. He's literally just run from his own pretty much penalty area. Oh, his pass doesn't make it. Terrible. There you are. Love that. Love that. Drive to the box. Drive to the box. Where's the pull? Oh, it's not there. We haven't got one. Burner hasn't won the header, but it's come down. Please drop for us. Making a couple of subs. Clifton and Hewitt replacing each other. And then I'm bringing on the youth boy Thomas for Rose, who's getting a bit tired. As we approach the end then, I'll just assess Wood's debut. It's not been too bad. I mean, there's not much he could really do about the goals. Maybe the first one he was out of position. But it's not been an easy debut for him. 30 seconds left. This is the last attack and that's them going forward. Pollock steps out, wins his tackle. Pollock had a very good game despite them winning 3-1. But that's the first game of the season and it's the first loss under the belt. Looks like this season's going to be tough. We're going to have to do better than that. I think a right back signing, another striker signing and definitely a centre back signing might boost the team a bit more. But so far, not so good. After that disastrous result, you're probably wondering why I brought you to this screen. And you know why? It's because I'm introducing a new segment. And that segment is Player of the Episode. Unbelievable. Something we're going to do in every episode now. We're going to have a player of the episode at the end and I'm going to give you some reasons why this player is my player of the episode. And for this first episode in season 2, my player of the episode is Fletcher Jet, the manager. And here are the reasons. First reason, Got a cool new look, got the Grimsby badge on his chest, on his jacket, fighting for the club. Next reason, made a couple of good signings. We've got Wood and we've got Benson back at the club. And the third reason is, won the pre-season tournament and got the club in 1.3 mil or a bit of dollar. So that's my player of the episode, because of course we only played one game. In the future, it will be actual players, I promise. But after that little segment, we'll just have a quick look at the table now. And just have a run through of the teams we're going to be facing this year. So we've got MK Dons, Rochdale, Tranmere, Rotherham, another derby against Lincoln. Then there's us in 19th, Sunderland, a huge club, Blackpool, a huge club, Shrewsbury, Swindon who've come up with us, Bolton, a huge club who nearly went under, Fleetwood who we signed Burns off, Colchester, Bradford, Barnsley, Portsmouth, a huge club, thought they would have gone up, Accrington, Burton, Wigan, come down from the Championship, Oxford United, Bristol Rovers who we just lost to, Coventry, Charlton who've come down, and Wickham. It's going to be a tough league, it's going to be a tough season, lads, but the aim is promotion and maybe a cup run too. Lovely to get a bit of silverware, wouldn't it? But that's it for this episode. I apologise if it's been a bit all over the place, but I appreciate you watching this one. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new around here, because this is of course the start of season 2, do go back and watch the rest of it. Season 1 was great. And drop a subscribe while you're at it if you enjoy it. That would be appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one.